In the early 2000s, an Airbus A320, fresh off the production line and sold to China for nearly $100 million, vanished from radar screens without a trace. No flight records, no maintenance logs, no scheduled routes. It simply disappeared into thin air. French aviation executives were left speechless as one of their newest commercial jets, a marvel of Western engineering, became a ghost in the sky. For 2 decades, its whereabouts remained one of the aviation industry's most bizarre mysteries. And when the truth finally surfaced, it sent shockwaves through the aerospace world. Because this wasn't just a missing plane, it was a missing blueprint. Behind closed doors, French intelligence quietly uncovered evidence suggesting that this aircraft hadn't crashed or been lost. It had been systematically taken apart piece by piece to unlock its design secrets. That single act would change the balance of global aviation forever. When French intelligence finally revisited the case years later, what they discovered felt like something out of a spy thriller. That missing Airbus A320 had never left China's borders. It had been quietly transported to a remote facility where teams of engineers dismantled it part by part under extreme secrecy. Every screw, every wire, every circuit was studied, mapped, and replicated. Former intelligence chief Alain Juillet would later confirm that this ghost plane became a living classroom, a model for China's engineers to decode Western aerospace technology. In a stunning revelation from the documentary France, China, The Secret War, French officials claimed this single jet became the DNA blueprint for what would eventually be called the Comac C919. It was no longer a mystery disappearance. It was the beginning of an industrial heist that would rewrite aviation history. A decade later, Beijing unveiled what it called a triumph of Chinese innovation, the Comac C919, a sleek, narrow-body airliner positioned as the nation's answer to Boeing's 737 MAX and Airbus's A320neo. For China, this wasn't just a plane, it was a declaration of independence. After decades of importing foreign aircraft, China was finally building its own. The C919 symbolized pride, progress, and power. News headlines hailed it as the future of Asian aviation, a machine that would challenge Western dominance in the skies. But as the applause echoed across state media, aviation experts began noticing something peculiar. The C919's measurements, design lines, even cockpit layout looked eerily familiar. It was, to the trained eye, almost an A320 reborn under a different flag. And that eerie resemblance raised one question the global industry couldn't ignore. Was the C919 truly China's creation, or a perfect copy of someone else's dream? On paper, the C919's rise seemed unstoppable. It had hundreds of orders, glowing state endorsements, and a promise to finally break the Airbus-Boeing duopoly. But when analysts examined those orders closely, the illusion cracked. Almost every single customer was Chinese, either national airlines or leasing firms owned by the state. Outside China, not one major airline placed a real order, and that silence from the international market spoke volumes. Even with global demand for new planes at an all-time high, airlines around the world refused to take the risk. Beneath the polished exterior, the C919 carried too many unanswered questions about performance, reliability, and safety. To the rest of the world, it wasn't just a new jet. It was an experiment that hadn't yet earned their trust. And as the years rolled on, that lack of trust became Comac's greatest enemy. A modern airliner is only as good as the technology inside it, and that's where the C919's first cracks appeared. Despite being marketed as a cutting-edge 21st century design, nearly 91% of its components came from foreign suppliers. From flight control computers to engine systems, most of the aircraft's heart wasn't Chinese at all. Its engines, the LEAP 1C models, were built on older Western technology, detuned and stripped of the advanced upgrades used in Boeing and Airbus jets. The result? A lower fuel efficiency, reduced range, and underwhelming performance metrics that couldn't compete with Western rivals. In the brutal world of commercial aviation, where fuel savings translate to millions in profit, this gap wasn't minor, it was fatal. Comac had built a plane that looked the part, but it couldn't fly as far, as fast, or as efficiently as the competition. And in aviation, that's the difference between domination and irrelevance. But performance wasn't the only issue. It was reliability. Building a safe, serviceable, and trusted aircraft takes decades of partnerships, testing, and global infrastructure. Boeing and Airbus had spent over half a century creating those networks. Comac had none. Western suppliers, fearing intellectual property theft, refused to share their most advanced systems. US sanctions restricted access to critical components. Even countries sympathetic to China hesitated to buy an aircraft they couldn't maintain or repair internationally. The world had already seen what happened when China rushed into aviation. Fighter jets like the JF-17 suffered from chronic reliability issues, leaving foreign air forces grounded. Airlines couldn't take that risk, because when you're flying hundreds of passengers at 35,000 feet, trust isn't optional. It's everything, and Comac hadn't earned it yet. Even if the C919 had been perfect on paper, another obstacle loomed: availability. Building a passenger jet isn't like assembling cars or phones. Each aircraft requires millions of precision parts, microscopic tolerances, and years of experience. Airbus and Boeing manufacture more than one plane every single day. Comac, after over a decade of production, has managed fewer than a dozen. That means airlines placing an order today could wait a decade or more for delivery. By then, technology, regulations, and market needs will have evolved. For airlines fighting to stay profitable, those delays are a deal breaker. Comac dreams of producing 150 jets per year by 2030, but that's still barely 1/10 of Airbus's capacity today. Until China can scale both speed and quality simultaneously, the C919 will remain a symbol of ambition rather than achievement. To be clear, China's aerospace ambitions are not a joke. Comac has government backing, a massive domestic market, and an army of engineers determined to catch up. Boeing and Airbus both admit they see China as a genuine long-term threat. But the truth is simple. Copying technology can get you started, but it can't keep you flying. True aviation power demands innovation, reliability, and decades of earned trust. Until China can create, not replicate, the next leap in aerospace design, the Boeing-Airbus duopoly will hold firm. The C919 is more than just a plane. It's a reflection of how hard it is to buy your way into an industry built on precision and reputation. The ghost plane that vanished 2 decades ago didn't just inspire China's engineers, it exposed how fragile global aviation really is when politics, pride, and technology collide. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, how a single vanished jet reshaped the future of global aviation, then help us keep uncovering more stories like this one. Subscribe to the channel right now, hit the like button to boost this video to others who love aviation and tech history, and drop a comment below sharing your thoughts. Do you think China will ever break the Boeing-Airbus duopoly? Or will the ghost of that stolen jet haunt their progress forever? Your engagement helps this channel grow and brings you deeper, more technical stories about the world's most secret industries. So don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for what's coming next.